Hello, hello, this is Simone. I am finished with my June Daisy Dory and it is quite chunky. I actually had to put a hairband around it so that it stays closed. Okay, I will walk you through this book and tell you everything that I did. And unfortunately, I had to speed this video up, so I'm doing a voiceover. So I'm usually stitching all of my Daisy Dories, meaning that I take out the staples and then use embroidery thread and punch a couple or one more hole and then stitch the notebook. I just added this pattern paper from the Cocoa Daisy kit and cut apart a dashboard, and then I just put it on the cover. This is my very first page actually. It's on the inside of the cover. The June and the hello are all from a 4x6 journaling card from the Day in the Life kit, and then I did my exercise tracker on the calendar there, and I just added in all the steps that I did in that month. The second page in my planner is usually my meal plan, and so you did this in this journal as well because I did not use a planner in the month of June. So I needed to have some of the pages fulfill some of my planning needs. Yeah, and for my goals page, I only put down very flexible and nice goals because yeah, my parents were going to be here for most of the month, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do a lot of things. That's why I did not plan in June. So I added a tab and then for my weekly pages, and I used the first part of the planner as weekly spreads. And I started, so the first and second week of June, we still had school, and I used parts of it like a planner. I would use a planner and then just filled in spaces with stamps for the things we did or stickers and stuff like that. And I usually use two different kinds of pens. So the black was usually the things that we planned or that were appointments, and the other color in the first week, it was pink. I added in the little things that happened each day. And on that Wednesday, I didn't even use it as a planner, so I just journaled there. Then this was our first week of vacation, so I didn't have any to-dos there, and I took ephemera like the blue bottle cup and cut it out and just added in things that we did every day using stamps. And the Friday was a work day for me, so I had to-dos and didn't really write a lot. And the pink card or the things that says this week, I used a journaling card from the Day in the Life kit. And so I really loved making these clusters and using the labels or the journaling card and the pin, the stamps and all of that, yeah, just make it visually pleasing. That was so much fun. And that week we went away, and I took my notebook with me to Lake Tahoe, and that was a very first for me because every day when everyone else was getting ready, I sat down and did 15 minutes of journaling, and it was so much fun. And that was the last week, so this was completely away. The next week my parents left on Tuesday, and so I again used this as part of a planner. And so I usually used those checkbox lists to write down what I had to do each day, and then filled in the rest with cute stories, titles, stickers, things like that. So since June didn't end on Sunday, I had some space left and I put a quote, and then I journaled about my whole month. And that next double spread is this day on a full double page. And then I did some journaling prompts, or I think I found this on Facebook and I really liked it. It was a speech by the Dalai Lama, and I just liked it so much that I wanted it in my book. And then I added a quote and some kind of snippet from a calendar, and then I that was the page. And then I journaled about my books, or I made a list with all the books I read in June. Used stamps from Coco Daisy, the alpha stamps and the number stamps, and then a reading stamp from Ellie Studio. And then I start with the rest of the journaling, and there's all of the different events before the school ends. I have this card that I received from the teachers. I really liked the writing, so I just cut it apart and used it as a tip-in, and then I made kind of a layout on the front. And now I have the back, the writing, and there I used a tab to write "Summer Starts Now." And this is a little detail about my son, and I journaled about it right there. But I'm actually planning on making a layout, and the layout he will have and I will have this. So here you can see I actually used one tiny snippet, my parents arriving at the airport in the States, for one spread, and on the other side I used 4 or even 5 different things on a double page. So I don't really have rules for where or how many things I'm discussing on each page. And then we went to the Computer History Museum, and I had this punch card, and then I just used a planner page from the Ring Personal Planner pages and stuck it down and created a pocket, and I still need to journal there. I totally forgot. Then trip to Santa Cruz on the left, and my kind of title page for our trip to Lake Tahoe on the right. And it also a tip-in to have more room to journal about all of the different things we did. And I did not completely journal about all of the things we did there. So I'm going here, and then I'm really going back and forth. So that's the next. We did a hike there, and we went around Lake Tahoe once, and so we took some pictures, and then I saw this cone from a tree, and I looked for a quote that I would like to have in there. Then I put it in there with nice handwriting. Then I have 2 more separate events from our time in Lake Tahoe. My son actually ordered our coffee as Superman, and everyone smiled, and I had to put it down there. And then I used stickers to create a title, and I just showed you here, that I used the same punch that I used in the beginning for just as a repetitive item on the page. And here, what do I want to say? Yes, that I have long journaling, I have nothing to say, sometimes just photos, and I don't make myself write a lot. When I want to, I can, but I don't have to. This has actually a whole process video, and I really had to write a lot about this and actually use a tip-in. So if you are interested in seeing how this page came together, I have a process video for that. And again, it's so different to some of the pages in the front where there is so many pictures and there is none here. But I really like the variety of my journaling right now. I like that I don't have any rules that I try to follow. I really, really enjoy this right now, so I try to keep going. Here I used some tickets that when we went to a baseball game, and I took a photo of the churros that we bought, and I just journaled what a baseball game is for me. And on the other side, I took a photo when we went to the mall and each had our own favorite dinner, and I used the sushi that was there from the flyer from the shop. Then I stuck our itinerary that we had when my parents were here on the back page, and I put an envelope there where I put all of the ephemera that I collected in. And now my flip through is done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you do something similar, please leave me a comment and share a link to your journals. I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.